Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think that you are buried, but you're actually being planted.
This is Mindset with your host, inspirational speaker and author, Jerome Bowser.
Hello and welcome to our podcast. I am very excited to be with you, and I'm looking forward to change in your life. I want to talk to you about the formula for life recovery. The formula for life recovery. You know, I want to tell you something. You are here for a reason. You might not understand it. You might not feel that way. It doesn't always look that way. But I guarantee you, each and every life that comes on the face of the earth is here for a reason. You are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. And until you discover those things, you'll find yourself alone, going in circles looking for exit signs. It's like a never-ending cycle to nowhere. And to break free from this cycle, you have to put on the brakes and begin a mission of self-reflection. Now, self-reflection is not something everybody wants to do. Self-reflection is not something everybody seeks after. You don't wake up in the morning and just decide, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to reflect on my own self. But I want to tell you something. Self-reflection is something that is absolutely necessary. If you find yourself in a cycle that just goes round and round and it seems like you can never get off of it. Do I have any witnesses out there tonight? There are times when you feel like you're just going in circles. There was a song like that a few years ago, You Got Me Going in Circles, up and down like a silly circus clown. I mean, I know I felt like that many times myself. But here we are, and I want to help you get off of that cycle. But self-reflection is the key, is one of the keys for sure. Let me say this, self-reflection can be intimidating. Some may be afraid of what they might find out about themselves, and that's a very big possibility. But the Bible tells us that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So fear not, for within each of us lies the potential to uncover our true calling and make an impact on the world. You must make the effort to discover yourself. It's not going to happen by osmosis. It's not going to happen just because I'm speaking to you. It needs to happen because you need to see that you're at the dead end. You may feel like you're at a dead end. There is no left or right or no straight ahead. It is like either I get it together or I'm going to sink further in, or I may not make it at all. But you have to make it from the perspective of a self-discovery. Self-discovery is a journey which can be filled with uncertainty. It has requirements attached. It's going to require three things for sure. It's going to require you to have introspection. Introspection is the study of your own mental and emotional processes. You got to check out your own mind, all right? The next thing is that it's got to have exploration. Exploration is the practice of examining your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions. A lot of times we have beliefs that are limiting us. We call it in psychology limiting beliefs. These are beliefs that you have that keep you contained in a box. Beliefs that won't allow you to step outside of that box and see what's on the other side. You can't understand what I'm saying. There are some beliefs that you may have that I can't do this. Or maybe you heard people tell you, you can't accomplish this. Maybe you have a dream that you shared with somebody and somebody was trying to tell you, boy, you know you can't do this. Girl, stop thinking like that. Those things can't happen to you. Where are you going to get the money from? How are you going to get the resources that you need? People will tell you all kinds of things to stop you and hinder your dream. Those are called limiting beliefs. And so you have to have an exploration. Practice the examination of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions. Keep yourself in check at all times. I know that's hard to do. That's even hard for me. I'm not going to lie. I don't always have all my emotions in check. I am getting better at it every day. I am conscious of my thoughts. I am conscious of what I believe. I believe more positively today than I did last year or the year before that. And I plan, God willing, to have a better and stronger positive mindset next year. You know what I'm saying? You have to progress. Believe that you can progress. The last thing here is a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. Sometimes we just get so comfortable living right where we are that we won't move. We're comfortable at that. I just can't get over the fact that I spend so much time staying in a box, staying contained, staying chained to one way of thinking that my life should be. When I now realized that I could have had years of ecstasy, years of greatness, years of whatever, this release from being so self-contained simply because I wouldn't come out of my comfort zone for a fear. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, when you're in a dark place, you know what? It's easy to feel overwhelmed. Feeling overwhelmed by the weight of your circumstances can be an incredibly challenging experience. It's as if life has thrown a heavy burden on your shoulders, making it difficult to move forward or find any sense of relief. I've been there. The weight may come from various sources, and I've had it come from multiple sources. First, it starts within you. It's a personal struggle. Sometimes it's professional challenges. Sometimes it's relationship issues or even external factors that go beyond your control. It can even be difficult to see beyond the darkness. It can be difficult to see any purpose or growth in such challenging times. But just like a seed buried deep within the soil, there is potential for something beautiful to emerge. I've been blessed throughout the years to having spiritual dreams. I remember my first one like it was yesterday, and I was about 10 or 11 years old. But my second one is the one I want to talk to you about because it falls right in line with what I just said. My second dream, it didn't last that long, but it was very impactful. It was very significant to me. When I came to a consciousness in this dream, I was in an extremely dark place. I was on one knee, crouching down. Everywhere I looked, it was dark. I turned to the left, I turned to the right, I looked behind me, up, and looked down. It was so dark, I could not see where I literally was. I could not see what was going on in front of me. I could not even see the next step. What I did see, way in the distance, was what looked like a tiny pinhead of light. And I focused on that tiny, tiny pinhead of light. And somewhere within inside of me, I got a resilience, I got a strength, I got a courage to go and take one step at a time. And believe me, I took baby steps because I did not know if there was no other place to step in front of me. That's how dense the darkness was. And I inched my way. I don't know why I didn't get on all fours. Something just told me to stand up and walk through the darkness. I wish I had somebody to understand what I'm saying, because you may be walking in darkness right now, and I'm trying to encourage you the best way I know how through my own personal experience. And this experience had me inching step by step towards that white light. The most remarkable part about this dream is that with every step I took, the little pinhead light got wider and wider and wider and brighter. And the brighter it became, the more conscious I was of its presence and the more courage I had to take bolder steps towards that brightness. That went on till I got to a place where I literally ran into that light and I was completely bathed in the light, and I never saw that darkness anymore. That is a spiritual dream that was telling me about where I was personally, where we were all spiritually speaking, corporately, or in a space where there's just a lot of darkness and not enough light. It was something that would eventually propel me into a relationship with Jesus Christ, but it was something that I had to go through and realize. I had to understand the depth of that darkness. When you find yourselves buried in darkness, it forces you to confront your deepest fears and vulnerabilities. There's absolutely no question about that. It pushes you to question your beliefs and reassess your priorities and seek out new perspectives. You have to have that kind of drive in you. You can't stay in the darkness and have that drive. The darkness suppresses the drive. You have no inside gumption to move any forward. You could have been in my position and just stayed in that darkness. Fear would just wrap you up and you would never take another step. So in this process of self-reflection and introspection, you begin to uncover hidden strengths within yourself that you never knew existed. Stepping outside of the boat, walking on the water, just doing something extraordinary, something that you never ever thought you would do, stepping beyond those limitations, those places where you believed you were limited, not realizing on the other side of that wall was a completely different life that was waiting for you. In moments of despair, it's important to remember that life has a way of transforming even the most difficult situations into opportunities for growth and for renewal. The darkness may feel suffocating, ladies and gentlemen, but often it is during these times that we are being planted, sowing the seeds of resilience, strength, and wisdom. You know, just like seedlings breaking through the soil, we will emerge stronger and wiser, ready to face whatever comes our way. So embrace the darkness as an opportunity for personal growth and transformation. I know it's scary, but embrace it. You know, the thing about embracing it is that you can squeeze it. It's trying to attack you. So put your arms around it and squeeze it till it's all gone, and you'll only end up squeezing yourself. And that thing will have to go away because why? You have no more fear of it. It's not something that's going to occupy you. It's not something that's going to steal you away. Embrace the darkness, because in that darkness is an opportunity for personal growth and transformation. And you need to know that within you lies the potential to bloom into something extraordinary. This is good. This is good to my soul. Let me say this to you. When I look at you, I see my past, because I've been where a lot of you are right now. Just take a minute and listen to my background. I was born to a teenage mother because I had to be, not because I wanted to be or needed to be. I grew up in the ghettos of New York City's Harlem. I was raised by God-fearing grandparents who loved me. I had my first sexual encounter with the babysitter. I began smoking weed at the age of 11 and eventually became both sexually and chemically addicted for 27 years. I was a high school dropout in 10th grade and eventually got my GED. I was a college dropout when I started a family that I couldn't support. I couldn't maintain a healthy or sustainable relationship. I continued on a trajectory of